Introducing the new Dexerdry BlueClaw Compression Tool. This redesigned version of publicly available technology has been modified specifically for the proper compression of the weatherproof Dexerdry flanges. Inside you'll find 2 replacement nuts and bolts, but most importantly you'll find the reverse head before use sticker. And it looks like our plan has worked perfectly. You've scanned the QR code and arrived at Dexerdry.com. Clamp the handle of the BlueClaw to a solid work surface with the head or the claw facing upwards. Loosen the smaller nut and bolt combination with 2 standard 7/16 wrenches. Completely remove the nut. It's an elastic stop nut, so you won't need any washers. Slide the bolt out, moving the claw up and down as needed. Lift the entire head mechanism off of the handle. Lift and reverse the head forward 180 degrees and reinsert the bolt. Reattach the elastic stop nut to the bolt. Tighten with the 7/16 wrenches, but be sure to leave it somewhat loose so that the head moves up and down freely. The Dexerdry BlueClaw Compression Tool is now ready for proper compression of the Dexerdry flanges. Please watch all of our installation videos for a complete understanding of how to install Dexerdry properly. This BlueClaw video features the standard parallel deck installation. Always use the beater board to protect the edges of the decking. Assuming this is a 12-foot deck, let's frame it with a joist centered in the middle. Then we can throw our 12 or 16-inch on center joist to the left and then to the right. Leave a 4-inch gap at the end of the framing to fit the BlueClaw in. This eliminates the need for additional compression tools. How do we utilize our new BlueClaw compression tool when we're too close to the house? We're going to construct the Dexerdry joist sled. Build the sled as shown using some scrap materials. Make it about 20 inches long to achieve the necessary distance away from the wall. Work from the center of the deck. Then move to the left or the right utilizing the joist sled in conjunction with the BlueClaw compression tool. This combination will achieve proper compression of the Dexerdry deck flanges when you're close to the house. Hold the handle down firmly with one hand and attach 2 screws per joist, maintaining pressure. With the first board properly compressed and attached, we can now move on to the next deck board. The installation of the first 3 boards will require the Dexerdry sled and the BlueClaw combination. Working from the middle and moving to the left and the right helps ensure a straight Dexerdry installation. Now we can focus on installing the rest of the deck by using the BlueClaw and the beater board combination. The beater board is a 42-inch long 2x4 ripped in half. Measure in from both sides 9.5 inches and make an X. Move the beater board with the X on top of the joist that's about to be attached. The offset placement of the beater board gives a consistent displacement of pressure when installing the Dexerdry flanges. Here, reaching the outside of the frame, we can see the advantage of leaving that 4-inch gap to achieve proper compression at the edge of the deck, maximizing the BlueClaw tool and no longer needing 2 tools to cover a double joist scenario. The large plate on the BlueClaw tool was specifically designed to be used with a beater board made from 2x material to maximize proper compression. You can pre-install the Dexerdry on the board that's about to be installed. We've reached the second to last deck board, but there's not enough room to use the standard beater board. We found a small piece of PVC trim to do the job. Using a piece of scrap in conjunction with the BlueClaw protects the edge of the decking. This is extremely important because just using the BlueClaw to compress the deck board could damage the edge of the decking. The last board on our deck was prepared by utilizing the installation instructions from our Installing Dexerdry video. We routed one edge of a square edge board and cut the ends for our picture frame. Unable to install the last board with the BlueClaw compression tool, we're going to utilize a jig and the actual framework of the deck itself with a couple of ledger lock screws. Build the jig as shown. Be sure to use some large washers with the ledger bolts. By driving the ledger lock screws right into the framework, it compresses the last board. The flange is now properly compressed and the deck board is ready to be screwed down. Continue using this method to properly compress the last deck board. With the decking part of our project complete, we can now finish with the Dexerdry picture frame. We hope this video helps you maximize the use of your new Dexerdry BlueClaw compression tool. Thanks for watching.